Okay, this video has been long in the making. I have tried many things for travel in the past. Some have worked really well. Like I believe the merino wool that I've tried has worked out well. Some things have not worked out well. And let's cover things that I've tried in the past, I've talked about in videos, but have gone by the wayside. And the first one is most painful for me, the orange office in a box. I worked hard on that video. I worked hard on putting that box together. And I think it's awesome, but it's got a couple problems. One is that box, even though it specifically meets the criteria laid down for not oversized luggage, it's right at the edge of the acceptable measurements for all U.S. airlines, and frankly every airline I've flown on, both domestic and foreign. It almost always gets checked as oversized, and I got to go take it somewhere special. They've never charged me for it because they concede that it meets it, but it's just as weird for them, and they end up putting in oversized luggage. The other problem I've had with it is the bag itself, the hard box, the Nanook box. The wheels tend to break. I've had one broke early on, and I'm like, oh, that's no big deal, I'll replace it. And they quickly sent a replacement. And they sent two replacements actually, and the rubber on it just keeps getting pulled off. I don't know why. I don't know what the ground crew is doing to it, if anything, but I keep losing the rubber on the wheels. The third other problem with the bag is I simply ended up not using the equipment. I packed a full-size keyboard, I picked a mouse pad, trackpad that I prefer better than a mouse. I packed a 24-inch monitor because that was a max limit for allowed into Ecuador at the time. And the reality is, when I'm traveling, I've just never unpacked it. I occasionally will, and I'll set it up, but for the most part, I've got a laptop with a 16-point-something-inch monitor. It's got a trackpad on it. It's got a perfectly fine keyboard, and I find that I can work on that just fine. And when I get in the zone, it doesn't matter that I don't have all that equipment with me. I just have not found carrying it useful. I certainly like the full-size equipment, my full-size keyboard, trackpad, a big 30-inch monitor at home. But I find when I'm traveling, I don't really care. I'm fine working off the laptop too. So I just don't use it. I did pack other things in the bag in that big box, such as a CPAP machine, but I can pack that in anything. So if I'm going for months at a time and I want to bring my full-size CPAP and not just my travel CPAP, I'll just put it in a suitcase. I still bring my carry-on CPAP just in case, but I'll just stick the CPAP in a regular suitcase. No fuss, no muss. A couple other things like some tools and a multi-tool, things like that. You can also just put in a suitcase. And frankly, I tend not to need those either. So it just did not live up to its usefulness, although it was an awfully fun thing to put together. A couple other smaller things, let's go over them. I tried to come up with a better solution for a monitor, and I had, let's get this out here. I tried VR goggles, now that I put these on, I might have to give it another try. These are kind of cool. To be honest, I kept getting sort of seasick wearing them. I could never adjust to them. Maybe I didn't give it enough time. Maybe it's me. I just could not adjust to them, so I stopped using them. The other thing that I stopped using, which was kind of too bad, is this little travel router. Now let me pull this guy out here. Come out of there. This little GLNet travel router. It's a pretty cool little thing. It does VPN in the router. It could do the Onion router if you wanted to, or straight VPN. It's kind of a neat little thing if you're hooking up multiple devices to a Wi-Fi and you're really security conscious. The reality is though, never used it. I'd set it up a couple times. My wife would have trouble connecting to it. It's difficult to set up on a new Wi-Fi. And so if you're moving around a lot, it was a little cumbersome, and I just never used it. I used the VPN on my computer or phone. I never used this. So it's gone by the wayside too. So the big two things, the VR goggles, the Wi-Fi router are out of my carry-on pack, and the Office in the Box just never became useful, and I'm leaving that at home as well. Too bad. These were fun to play with, fun to use, and I don't want to discourage anybody from considering these pieces of equipment, especially the VR goggles. Maybe your mileage will vary. If you're not prone to getting seasick or car sick, maybe you won't have motion sickness with them. That's not me though. So I'm pretty much just carrying my laptop and working right off that and being perfectly happy for it. So you guys have a good day, and I hope to see you on the road. Bye.